We will now have a few questions from our audience. This question resonates with more than one audience member. Navin Katie and Vaibhav Srikumar are parents of GIIS students who would like to know, many parents and children have been stranded in different cities due to lockdowns as a result of COVID. This includes many members of GIIS parent community and staff. Traveling has stopped and work permits are being delayed. What words of assurance and help do you have for them?
Yeah, I know this is a serious problem. They've had a lot of people who went to India and were unable to return. They were, except if you were a Singaporean citizen or permanent resident. Those who were on employment pass, long-term visit pass, dependent pass, all kinds of alphabet soups were unable to return. And it separated families, it disrupted work, it impeded students from attending classes. After being very lax initially, Singapore realized that this is an area of vulnerability. Once Singaporeans and PR started returning, they realized they're all bringing back the infection with them. So they became very strict. We did try to work with the MOM to see if we could address some of those cases. We took it up, number of cases, and they told us where they would find some really serious issues such as disruption and separation of family, or it involved minor children who were separated from their parents, or the education was getting seriously disrupted. Then they would make exceptions, and they did. And there were those whom we were able to help. In some cases, they were not responsive. But I believe the conditions are improving. Ever since Singapore lifted the circuit breaker and feels more confident, I'm finding that the repatriation flights which are coming from India, they're not coming empty. There are a lot of Indians who are returning on those. One of the flights actually came full from Chennai. There were 160 people who came, just as many as who were going back. And these were all people who MOM had approved for return to Singapore. So I'm confident that I think things will ease up for those who are still there, but already I find the pressure on us is less. So I hope that is reassuring to people. But if there are some really serious cases, I've always said we will try to help, but we can't guarantee success because ultimately a foreign government will make its own decision.
Thank you, sir. So, audience member Rajan Garg from Delhi says, we have been listening to how circumstances were difficult for many people out there. We did our part by staying at home. But we have also heard from you how frontliners like the embassy staff were working around the clock. We really appreciate all your hard work. But you spoke about human capital building a bridge between different countries. What can we do going forward and in our own little way to bring humanity back on track economically and emotionally? Is volunteering a good way to do so?
Yeah, I mean, I think first of all, you need to, it's a very, very thoughtful thing, and thank you for your appreciation. First you live those values in your own life. Sense of integrity, sense of ethics, sense of selfless service to people, sense of justice. That's very important, that whatever you do it with sense of fairness and justice. Have a sense of empathy, compassion, and kindness in your heart always. That is, whatever you do, does it really make a difference to people's life? And are you, even to your own friends, if you are just and fair, if you have a sense of empathy, a sense of compassion, sense of kindness to people whom you meet, you, in your own life, you will not realize how much difference you're making to those who are around you. So I'd say, and always believe in integrity and in a sense of ethics. This is so important for you with a sense of calmness, sense of peace in mind, confidence, and really no worries at all. So it's a very important trait to have as you go forward. And there are always times that, you might be tempted to take shortcuts, you'll be tempted to, not necessarily do everything by the rule book, but resist those temptations Sometimes it takes more effort, sometimes it takes a longer time, but eventually you do get what you want to achieve. That's the first thing. So your own life has to be defined by these values. That's the starting point. Because when you do that, then it will affect everything. So you don't have to be, even if you are just a professional working in a company or a bank or in public life, you pursue those values, you will see what a difference it makes to the world. Your corporate decisions will be guided by concern for society, will be concern for integrity, concern for your planet, concern for your nation, and concern for your world. Because that depends on the values you bring to the choices you make. And each of us makes choices based on certain belief systems. So your belief systems will be important on the choice you make. Second, yes, use every opportunity. And I can tell you that you, the millennials and the generation after that, in your generation, is more concerned about social, environmental, and political issues than generations before you as well. That gives me a great sense of optimism and confidence that you will all seek to pursue a world which is better than the world we created and our generation created. Because I see this sense of idealism, commitment, and passion. So volunteerism, yes, step out of your home, step out of your school whenever you have time. And don't just do it see what you can be effective at. Some are very good people skills. Some people are good at designing certain things. Some people are good at building systems. Some may be able to work with kids. Some are able to work with elders. Some are able to work with migrant workers or weaker sections of the community. You'll all have different reasons. But whoever you work with, and scale doesn't matter, because one life transformed is a universe transformed. Because that person's life will make a difference to someone else, and that will make a difference to somebody else.
Thank you, sir, for patiently answering our questions.